What's up YouTube, Cardfight from Glasgow. Today I'm doing a deck review on the Genesis Legion deck, which is actually Witches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from grade 0 to grade 3. I think I've done this in another video, I don't actually remember. But I'm going to try and mix up a bit. If you prefer it grade 3 to grade 0, do say, or grade 0 to grade 3. And we'll take it from there. So the starter is we get Regalia of Prayers, Pray Angel, and you put her into the soul, and if your Vanguard's in Legion, you may pay the cost. If you do, you soul charge 3 and your Vanguard gets 5k, so really there to give the soul boost for Genesis, so you can actually, we'll pull off your soul charge skills. The trigger lineup is for heals. She's all the way back from BT 10. I used to run this deck and it brings back not this deck in particular, but the clan, it brings back so many memories. And yes, another playmat, I have too many playmats. For Regalia of Fairdoom, Lot Angel, when he's placed on the guard circle, you soul charge 1. So again, it's to soul charge. There's 4 crits here, just a generic witch crit trig. And the other triggers are for Battle Maiden. Can't really see her name, but you put her into the soul and you choose a Genesis card and it gets 3k. So again, it's to help with your soul charge. Here is to Witch of All Origins when she Soul Blast from the soul. No, when she goes to the drop zone from your soul, you can soul charge too. So if you have a heavy soul blast, she can give you a bit of a refund. Next is for Witch of Frogs, Melissa. Yeah, it is Melissa. Counterblast 1 when she goes to the drop zone from your soul, you can counterblast 1 to bring her back. So really, if you have a small field and then you just soul blast, you can counterblast 1 to get Melissa out. It's a free booster if you think about it. If she gets removed from the soul. For Witch of Peaches, which is a 10k attacker if you have a Witch Vanguard, which most of the time you will have a Witch Vanguard in this deck. And for Perfect Guards, which is Witch of Strawberries. The thing with this one is that she just states when she's placed on the Guardian Circle, so if you use a Quintec wall and you get her out, her effect actually goes off, and she's not clan specific as well, which I think is kind of funny, but I find her a pretty perfect guard. Moving on to grade 2s is for Witch of Ravens, Chamomile, I think. She's the same as Melissa, but grade 2 form. So really, if you Soul Blast her and Melissa, you counterblast 1 for each, and you just bring them back. So again, it's to spam out the field. For Black Snake Witch, she's usually rare, but I've got an SP one if the camera wants to focus. No, but if you see close enough, I've got 1 SP of her. And she's a 12k attacker if you've got a Witch Vanguard. And I just call her Witch of, it's Witch of the Golden Eagle, Jasmine. Counterblast 1, when she's placed on the rear guard circle, if you have a Vanguard Witch, you can soul charge 3, and she becomes a 12k attacker. And I think you have probably guessed the grade 3 lineup by now, but it's for Witch of Eagle Fennel. When she's in Legion, you Soul Blast 3. When it attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Search for 2 cards with Witch among them, reveal it to your opponent, put them in your hand, the rest are shuffled back into the deck. And when she's placed on the Vanguard circle, counterblast 1, soul charge 3. She is a defensive card, and I like her art. She reminds me of Battle System Monica for MOTT, but this is for Legion, and it's just Soul Blast 3. monocolours. I think Counterblast 1 or 2 ditch a copy of her. And the last grade 3s are 2 White Snake Witch Mint. So Shield Legions with Black Snake Witch. I forgot to say that Fennel Legions with Witch of Golden Eagle Jasmine. Mint's effect is you Soul Blast 6 if when this attacks, and if it's in Legion, you may pay the cost. If you do, the Vanguard gets 10k, and all your front row with a Witch in its name get 5k. So really, she's gonna be your aggressive grade 3. Fennel's your defensive. Mint's gonna be the aggressive one. And then her act effect is Counterblast 1. If you have another witch, another witch in its name in your middle column, you can soul charge 3. So since Mint is Soul Blast 6, cards like I'm just going to move these a bit, like Fennel, Melissa, Carmyle, Witch of Orange, and of course your starter can help maintain, because as soon as you Legion, you can put the starter in to soul charge 3. Then when you Soul Blast, you can end up soul blasting Orange, Carmyle, and Melissa, meaning you'll get Carmyle and Melissa out, if I'm saying the grade 2's name right. For one counterblast, and Witch of Golden Eagle is just when you place her and you can restock her. Deck, as far as I can see, could be a wee bit counterblast heavy. However, it does have a lot of aggression in it, which I quite like. I used to run the old Break Ride build when it first came out, but I traded it away. Now I've got this. So we hope you enjoyed this deck review, and in case you've noticed, my laptop's actually on. It's to charge my phone, because my phone just drains its battery whenever I decide to record. So we are trying to get more videos up. I might go over some sets soon, because there's a new comic set. There's a new clan booster coming out for Aqua Force. I don't know if I've said this or not, but Pale Moon and Grand Blue are getting Trill decks and a boost. BT4 is getting secret packs, so you get hot stamp generation rare cards like in Next Age, Amnesty Dragon, and Chronos Sim Command as well. They get reprinted as a hot stamp, which is quite good. That's all to really say, I think, so we'll see you soon.